This is one of my more popular inventions called the Jewel Cooler. And this is a knockoff version of my invention available on Amazon right now. But not only that, the images on the listing are using screenshots from my video. Does this sound familiar whatsoever? It probably does, because just about a year ago, I basically made the exact same video about the Rage Quit Protector being available on Amazon and Walmart and a whole bunch of other different websites. But this time things are a little bit different because I've actually known for months that this invention was coming out, and it was sort of all by mistake. And first I want to thank you guys, because a lot of you have been sending me listings of the Jewel Cooler available online, and it's so nice that you guys are watching my back. But this time around, I found out about it in such a weird way. So let's just take a step back in time to when I actually figured out, or started to figure out, something was going on. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm starting a video. I have no idea if it's gonna go somewhere. I just came across something super random that then led to something else that I wasn't expecting whatsoever. I was browsing Alibaba.com, which is basically like the Amazon of China. And so I just like randomly came across this product for some random air intake hose for a Mercedes-Benz C-Class. And I was thinking to myself, like, this looks like the Jewel Cooler. So maybe I'll hit them up and maybe they can make the Jewel Cooler for me. So I hit them up and I'm just like, hey, I'm looking to make a similar product to this. It fits on an AC vent. It kind of has that same retractable hose. Here are some photos of it. Would you be able to produce this? And so they did reply and they said, yes, how many pieces do you need? I just said 1 to 5,000 just to throw a number out there to get started. And then he sends me this photo.
What? Oh my God.
What is that?
Wait.
This is the Jewel Cooler. Like somebody, like they are already making the Jewel Cooler. It's the exact same product. So someone is trying to copy and knock off this product. So I'm like, very similar to that product. Is this something that you already make? And he said yes. So here's the plan of attack. Sorry, all the anger and confusion made me hungry, so I went to go get lunch. Step 1 is gonna be figuring out if I can get my hands on those factory-made Jewel Coolers so I can test it out and see what's going on. And then the second thing is definitely gonna be trying to figure out who's behind this, who did this. Are you watching right now? Maybe you're watching right now and just laughing at me. But who are you? We got to figure that out. Well, on to the next. And that's exactly what I did. Over the next few weeks, I was going back and forth with my representative over in China. I was basically just trying to nail into the fact that, you know, this is my original design and hey, here's the original photos that you're using. But the main thing I wanted to do was get a sample of the invention. And unfortunately, I was making zero progress of trying to figure out exactly who was manufacturing this, and they wouldn't give me that information. But we were moving forward with the sample. They actually had a few colors I could choose from, and then one day I got into the studio and I got a message with a tracking number, and before you knew it, we've got ourselves samples inside the studio. And I really don't know why. They must have really wanted to make sure that this got to me. Because look at all the places that they put my name. My name is on this box like 100 times. But whatever, let's get it unboxed. There should be a few different Jewel Coolers inside of here, because I did get both of the colors, but I have no idea what the packaging is like inside. The moment of truth. Real quick, I got this 3D printer that makes pancakes. It's called the Pancake Bot. You guys want to see me try and use it? Let me know in the description. I've just had this thing here for like a month. But now the real moment of truth. Of course, we have the classic box within a box. Let's go ahead and open our second box. I'm seeing a Jewel Cooler in here, and I'm so interested to see what it actually looks like. First things first, we've got ourselves a Jewel Cooler. We've got the thing that attaches to the vent itself. We've got the nozzle that goes up your shorts, and that should attach somehow to here. So we've got this side of the hose. And then this end of things attaches onto here. And introducing the knockoff Jewel Cooler. It's actually somewhat well designed, but let's see, there was something else inside the box that I'm not quite sure what that was. We also have ourselves, let's see, we've got ourselves a little carrying pouch. It also looks like there's some instructions in here. I knew it. I knew it. I just absolutely knew it. We've got ourselves proof that this is a obviously direct knockoff. The instruction manual that came with the samples, it has a screenshot from my video on the instruction manual. I need to get the manufacturer to admit that the client of theirs, of whoever's making this, knows who I am, obviously. It seemed like having that information made them actually believe that I was the one behind the jewel cooler, and they were fully ready to have me place a mass production order. But before I did that, I thought I should head to my car and test it out. And we're back. The one thing I would actually have to say about this is that it is pretty well designed, and it does work better than my original one. You know, when I'm making my inventions for my channel, I don't necessarily have to think about the mass market. I'm just like, okay, what's gonna work on my car to film my video to get it up on the channel? But if you're making a real product, you have to actually think like everybody's car works differently, and you're gonna have to figure out a solution so that it's customizable for anyone that purchases it. So you can see it has this little nozzle here so that it can grip onto your AC vent. And then the sides here are flexible so that I'm guessing that like if you have a different AC vent, you can get a nice tight fit no matter what it is, and you can keep your jewels cool. Let's go ahead and start up my car. Oh, my keys on me. Now we will start the car. So let's go ahead and attach the jewel cooler to the vent itself. This is gonna have to be a two-handed process. So we'll attach it in there. And I would say we have a pretty snug fit there on my AC unit. Oh, I'm not wearing shorts. All right, personal design flaw. I'm not wearing shorts to use the jewel cooler. I'm really struggling today. All right, be right back. And we're back. We've got shorts on. This is also probably where we get demonetized, but we'll go ahead and we'll put this up my short. So much of this is an easier task using both of my hands. Let's go ahead and crank the AC all the way up to 7. First impressions. I think it's working. It's definitely working. I mean, yeah, there's definitely a good stream of air coming out of the end of here. We'll put it on the microphone. Can you hear that? Can you hear how much air? I mean, I think the design is gonna be as good as it's gonna be for keeping the jewels cool. So one thing that's kind of crazy is I'm driving with the jewel cooler in, doing a great job. But like the nice part about taking this invention from someone that took it from me is I don't have to pay any of the upfront costs to actually get it manufactured. You know, making the molds for all of those different parts, you know, would probably be like 5 to 10 grand that someone else paid for that I am now taking advantage of. They're taking advantage of me so I can take advantage of them. But stop the presses. I think we just got a little bit more insight on who that person is that I'm taking advantage of. Because I said to them, I got the samples, they look good. Although the instruction manual is using photos of me in it, so it's clearly directly stealing my product and using me to promote it. And their reply to that was, the factory told me that the customer is one of your fans. You and me, I'm looking you right in the eyes. Actually, hit me up. Like, I would love to know your process of copying my product and like redesigning it. Did you redesign it? Did you have someone else redesign it? What was your thought process on making it available for like all different types of cars? I actually think that would be interesting. I want to interview you on the channel after I do something in retaliation. Cause I'm pulling a reverse Uno card on you. And it's now available on the Unnecessary Invention store. You can get this jewel cooler from the same manufacturer, from the person that ripped off the idea from me. And since I started filming this video, the manufacturer let me know that it is available on Amazon, and oh, it's gonna be such a success that all of your fans are selling this invention. I don't know if it really works like that, but since they stole something from me, I went ahead and took their photos from their Amazon listing and I'm using them on my Shopify site. Give and take. You give some, you take some, you take some, you give some. So you can go down in the link in my bio and get the jewel cooler for yourself. I have the order in with the manufacturer, so it's gonna be a couple weeks before I actually get them here in the studio, but you can pre-order them. I'm only gonna leave them up for like a little bit. I don't really wanna sell that many of them. So if you end up buying one on Amazon, make sure you go ahead and leave it a 1-star review. I'm really hoping that the manufacturer doesn't get too mad about this video, and I also hope that whoever you are, hit me up. Just email me, DM me, let me know what's up. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead and drive around the city with my jewel cooler, and I'll see you in the next Unnecessary Invention. See ya.